The girl who dreamed of school. A long time ago, in a small village in Africa, there lived a girl named Amara. She was born into a poor family, but she was full of dreams. Amara loved to learn, even though her parents, Baba and Mama, didn't see the value in education for girls. Every morning, Amara would wake up before the sun and start her chores. She fetched water from the river, a long walk away, carried heavy firewood, and cleaned the compound. As she worked, she would see the other children walking to school, their books tucked under their arms. She envied their laughter and the hope in their eyes. "Why can't I go to school, Mama?" Amara asked one day as she swept the yard. Mama scowled. "What good is school for a girl? Will it help you cook? Will it teach you how to take care of a husband?" "But Mama, I want to learn to read and write. I want to know more about the world," Amara pleaded. "Stop asking foolish questions," Mama snapped. Amara's brothers, however, were sent to school every day. When they came home, they would talk about what they had learned. Amara listened eagerly, asking them to share their lessons with her, but her brothers teased her. "Why do you care? You'll just get married and stay home," one of them said, laughing. Despite this, Amara's love for learning grew stronger. At night, when everyone was asleep, she would sneak her brother's books and teach herself to read. She would trace the letters with her fingers, whispering the words softly. It was hard, but Amara was determined. When Amara turned 15, something happened that changed her life forever. One day, an old man named Chief Odongo visited their home. Chief Odongo was the wealthiest man in the village. He owned many cows, goats, and acres of land, but he was also very old, with a gray beard and a wrinkled face. "I want to marry your daughter," Chief Odongo told Baba and Mama. He placed a bag of money, a pile of clothes, and several bags of rice on the ground as a bride price. Baba's eyes sparkled. The money and gifts would solve many of their problems. They could use it to buy more land and live comfortably. Mama, too, was pleased. "Amara, come here," Baba called. Amara stepped into the room, her heart pounding. "You will marry Chief Odongo next week," Baba announced. Amara froze. "But Baba, I don't want to marry him. I'm too young. Please, let me stay home and go to school." "Silence," Baba roared. "You will do as you're told. This is not about what you want. This is for the good of the family." Amara looked at Mama, hoping for support, but Mama turned away. "It's a good match. Don't embarrass us," she said coldly. Amara cried that night, her dreams crushed. She couldn't imagine marrying a man old enough to be a grandfather. She wanted to learn, to grow, to become something more, but her parents didn't care about her dreams. The wedding day came quickly. Amara was dressed in a beautiful gown, and her face was painted with bright colors. People from the village gathered to celebrate, but Amara felt like a prisoner. As she walked to Chief Odongo's house, her heart felt heavy. Life with Chief Odongo was worse than she had imagined. He was cruel and treated her like a servant. Amara spent her days cooking, cleaning, and working in the fields. She had no friends, no freedom, and no happiness. Chief Odongo didn't care about her dreams or her feelings. He only cared about himself. He spent his days eating, drinking, and boasting about his wealth, while Amara worked from morning to night. Despite her pain, Amara refused to give up completely. At night, when Chief Odongo was asleep, she would gather her children and teach them to read and write. She used the little she had learned from teaching herself. "Education is the key to freedom," she told them. "You must learn so you can have better lives." Her children listened carefully. They admired their mother's strength and wanted to make her proud. Years passed, and Amara grew older. She never got the chance to go to school, but she found joy in watching her children grow and learn. They went to school and worked hard, determined to create a better future for themselves. Amara's story spread throughout the village. People began to see how important education was, even for girls. Mothers started to send their daughters to school, inspired by Amara's courage. Though she had suffered greatly, Amara's determination planted a seed that grew into a movement. The girls in her village began to dream of brighter futures, and the cycle of poverty and ignorance started to break. Amara's life had been painful, but her strength and sacrifice changed the lives of many. She became a symbol of hope and resilience, a reminder that even in the darkest times, dreams could light the way.
Subscribe to my channel.